Rocket and Little Caesars Pizza.
Fly ball left field. It's deep. It's got a chance, and it's gone, a home run. Javi Baez, 2 runs. Cloudy skies, breezy and mild in Kansas City. Hello again, everyone. Getting ready for Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series. Another good crowd on hand for Tigers Kansas City Royals. Tigers couldn't hold on to a 3-1 lead late in the 8th inning yesterday. It suffered another walk-off loss. We talked earlier, Bobby, about how important it is Bert Smith, the opener, Ty Madden to have a good start, bulk, if you will, give the Tigers some good innings today. But the other thing, we're focusing on the Tiger offense, which has been pretty quiet now over the last 10 games, really since the Cincinnati series when they were bombing the ball. And the task doesn't get any easier tonight with Michael Wacha.
No, it doesn't. And Michael Wacha isn't a guy who throws very hard, but boy, he's got some veteran savvy and knows how to pitch. We've talked about the front to back as opposed to going up in the zone. He, along with Seth Lugo, those guys are masters at that, having really good field to pitch. It is going to be a challenge for this Tiger offense. And you're right, Dan. You thought you were going to get a little more coming out of that Cincinnati series. Just quite frankly, that ballpark will inspire confidence, and hopefully it will carry on. It has not done so. But again, the task does not get easier tonight with Michael Wacha on the mound.
So Bert Smith is the opener for Ty Madden today. Ty Madden couldn't have been more impressive in his 5 innings of work with an opener in his first appearance in the Major League since 2024, his last time out. Tigers and Kansas City Royals, Game 2 of a 3-game weekend series here in Kansas City. Lineups are being exchanged at home plate, so let's take a look at the details of Bobby.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dan. And what up, though, Detroit? Tiger fans, this evening's starting lineups brought to you by Comerica. You want to elevate your small business's game? Go to Comerica.com/succeed to learn how. We'll start first with your visiting Detroit Tigers. They'll go this way. Leading off is the shortstop, Kevin McGonigal. Matt Vierling will patrol center field. He'll hit second. Kothi Keith is in the lineup tonight, batting third. He'll play third base. Riley Green is out in left field, batting fourth. Dylan Dingler gets the DH nod. He'll hit fifth. Kerry Carpenter is out in right field. He'll bat sixth. Spencer Torkelson will hit seventh and play first base. Zach McKinstry is in the lineup. It is your catcher, Jake Rogers. For the homestanding Kansas City Royals, Michael Garcia leads off and plays third base. Bobby Witt Jr. is at shortstop, batting second. Vinny Pasquantino will play first base and hit third. Salvador Perez will DH this evening and hit fourth. Carter Jensen gets to start again behind the plate, batting fifth. Jack Caglione is out in right field, hitting sixth. Lane Thomas gets the nod in left field this evening. He'll bat seventh. Michael Massey at second base once again. He'll bat eighth. And Kyle Ishbel, who put on a clinic yesterday playing center field, he'll bat ninth.
Pitching matchup is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. For all the latest offers, go to Toyota.com. It's an opener for the Tigers. For Ty Madden, who's expected to get the bulk of the innings today, Birch Smith will be the opener, just his 14th Major League start, expected to go an inning or two. Game time weather brought to you by Clean Express Auto Wash, the official car wash of the Detroit Tigers. Fast, easy, clean, and free vacuums. Stormy around us, but it looks like the showers are going to miss. Very dark clouds to the north, but really very pleasant evening. 78 degrees. Very windy. The wind just picked up and blowing our papers all around the booth.
I thought we almost had to rescue your picture card from downstairs again, like a year ago.
It happened, and we got it back. So we know we would have gotten it back.
Covert ops in Chicago.
Keys to the Game brought to you by Rave Associates. Proud distributors of Bell's Brewery, founders, and Long Drink. Well, let's talk about the keys for this Tigers offense against a veteran, Michael Wacha, who may not wow you with pure stuff or with swing and miss or the fact that he gets a lot of ground balls. He knows how to pitch.
He does, Dan, and just you have to stay the course. These guys have got a solid game plan from Michael Bedard, Cody Ashe, and Lance Sawatsky down there, the hitting leadership down there in the dugout, all the work that goes in. Stay in your plan. Michael Wacha will challenge you with certain things. Whatever your plan is against him, he likes to go top rail with that fastball and move that fastball and move eye level and pitch front to back. He is a master at that. He's off to a really good start this year as well. And so you just, whatever your plan is get him off the top rail, look in one lane, whether it's in or out. You have to get there and stay there. And when you get to 2 strikes, you got to fight. Also, too, when you get runners on, they got to cash in. It's easier said than done, but these guys got to cash in when there's money sitting out there.
Tigers come in with a record of 18-21. The Royals also 18-21. Our first pitch today will be brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. The Tigers now get ready to face the 34-year-old from Iowa City, Iowa, Michael Wacha.
Michael Wacha features four-seam fastball, changeup, cutter, two-seam sinking fastball, a curveball, and a slider. To right-handed hitters, he's going to be mostly four-seam fastball, sinker, and slider. Lefties are going to see the four-seam fastball, changeup, and the cutter.
85% of his pitches to lefties are those three pitches. First pitch, fastball up and away to Kevin McGonigal, and we are underway here at beautiful Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. So glad to have you along for the second game of this three-game weekend series. Wacha works over on the third base side of the rubber. McGonigal ground ball softly to first. Pasquantino will scoop it over to the bag, tag it with his left foot. One up and one down here in the first inning. So the numbers for Michael Wacha through 7 starts. He's 3-2 with the 3 ERA, 3.05 to be exact. Some good luck in terms of batting average on balls in play, low, 32 hits in 44 innings. So opponents hitting just 200 with no power. But here's the thing with Michael Wacha. Some people say, well, that's going to correct. Okay, probably. But he's been in that 290 range for batting average on balls in play in recent years, and he's just so steady. Michael Wacha's had ERAs of 3.80, 3.30, 3.20, and 3.30 for the last 4 years for 3 different teams. The last 2 with Kansas City. Fastball for a strike to Matt Vierling. And there's something about a guy, Bobby, this is his 14th year in the major leagues. We don't talk about wins and losses a whole lot. The strike one, ground ball jam job, deep third. Michael Garcia gets around it. Long throw to first, nice and easy. Made that look easy. It wasn't. Got a strong arm, and he just kind of 80% over. Knew that was going to be enough to get Matt Vierling 2 up, 2 down on 2 ground balls. Michael Wacha the last few years, 48-27.
Yeah. Yep.
There's just... guys who've been around for a long time, have got a career winning percentage around 600. There aren't many in Major League history who've had a 14-year career with a win percentage like that. There is something to those guys. They know how to stick around long enough to get the win and pitch well enough to get the win. And we don't talk about it a ton, but this is one of those guys.
We don't talk about it, Dan, because the industry doesn't value that anymore. They're not worried about wins and losses from starting pitching.
Swinging a foul out of play quickly, 0-2 on Cole Keith.
But there's no question. Guys still, you got to remember, Michael Wacha brought up in the Cardinals organization. Those guys, they're still trained to go deep into games. Starters get you 6. That's how they're trained. And other organizations have different philosophies, and that's fine. But the bottom line is he still feels that way, and he's done a great job, especially the last 4 years, like you outlined in his career of doing so.
114-77 in his career. He was well-traveled until he finally settled here in Kansas City with a 3-year deal. Swing and miss. That changeup's got terrific movement down and away from a lefty. It's one of the equalizers, as Bobby pointed out, against lefties. He's been much tougher on lefties and righties the last few years. Balls and a strikeout, a 1-2-3 first for Wacha and the Royals. We go to the bottom of the first inning, scoreless in Kansas City. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Spring is back, Tigers fans, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the hardest working grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Do you suffer from back or neck pain? Trinity Health has the latest methods and technology to help. Our team looks at many treatment options to create a plan that's right for you. From physical therapy and pain management to advanced spine surgery. Say goodbye to living with pain. Reach out to the Trinity Health Spine Program and get back to enjoying your daily activities. TrinityHealthMI.org/spine. Trinity Health. We see all of you.
It starts at sunrise. For over 60 years, National Coney Island has been making the good stuff. From the classic Coney dog to our original chicken honey and award-winning chili. We serve up value in every mouth-watering meal every day. Family-owned goodness that is always fast, fresh, and friendly. Dine in or order online at National Coney nationalconeyisland.com. National Coney Island is proud to be a official chili of the Detroit Tigers.
The Hexa Sheets? Think made-to-order food, snacks, drinks, essentials, and fuel, all in one stop. And always open when you need us.
Mortgage own the dream. 1-2-3 first inning for Michael Wacha on the Royals. First pitch cutter strike. The Royals are getting ready to face the 36-year-old from San Antonio, Texas, Birch Smith. He's the opener tonight. Garcia, Witt, Pasquantino in the top three spots, as they always are. Strike one, line drive, base hit into left center. Matt Vierling's going to track this down deep in the gap. Should be extra bases for Garcia. Vierling up with it. Throw to second base will be caught by McKinstry, but off the base. Garcia leadoff double here in the first.
Yeah, don't wait around with Michael Garcia.
My goodness, he's been aggressive.
I think he saw 5 pitches last night or 6. He's that second one tonight. He lines right up the middle. It was a cutter that got too much of the plate. Right in the middle. It was down, but right in the middle. They'll throw that cutter quite a bit to right-handed hitters. Four-seam fastball, cutter, curveball to right-handers. Same thing to lefties, except they'll mix in the changeup a little bit more to left-handed hitters.
Birch Smith has been very good in his 11 innings of work. Swinging the line drive, slicing foul down the right field line. 11 innings, just 9 hits. Opponents 9 for 41, so it's 220. With no power, 5 doubles, no home runs. He's getting swing and miss with both the fastball and the curveball, which at times has been outstanding. Bobby Witt Jr. takes pitch a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lefties definitely had the edge early. Righties were just 2 for 23 before that hit for Michael Garcia. Ground ball, base hit down the right field line. That'll be another extra base hit. Might be triple territory. Gets by Kerry Carpenter. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to be waved around third. He's coming home. Throw won't be in time. Oh, my goodness. Inside the park home run for Bobby Witt Jr. He can fly. And when Kerry Carpenter missed the ball in the corner, he did not hesitate, rounding third. 2-0 Royals.
No, you can tell, Dan, when Kerry Carpenter missed that ball in the corner, you saw Royals third base coach Vance Wilson. He started going down towards home plate. That's the international signal for I might be sending you. Bobby Witt just kept rolling. And at some point, he made up his mind, and he said, I'm going for it. And he did. Head first slide across home plate. Power and speed combination will kill you, and he did right there.
Line drive, base hit into right, up the bat of Pasquantino. My goodness. Birch Smith has been hard to hit this year. Royals are teeing off, and this is what we saw early yesterday, Bobby, against Cater Montero. Royals are swinging very aggressively. They had good swings first trip through the lineup. Tigers made the adjustment, and we talked about how the precision strike throwing for Cater Montero was. He said we knew they were going to be aggressive, and he said I just made sure that I was locating, and it was a big, big change. He finished very strong. But man, these guys are up there to swing the bat. Salvador Perez takes a breaking ball low, ball 1.
Not messing around. These guys are getting balls that they want in their zones, and they're hammering them right now.
2-0 Kansas City. Swinging a slicing drive off to our right. No error on the play, so it is an inside the park home run for Bobby Witt Jr. It is one of the trickier corners. Bobby talked about it last night. When you go over to the corner by the foul pole where that ground ball was, kind of like Boston, think about it, like a hockey rink almost. Breaking ball down, check swing. Did he go? He did not. Emilio Menez on the appeal. Gabe Morales is our home plate umpire today. And it's 2-1 on Salvador Perez. And so when you go over there, Bobby, you really almost have to slide sometimes to block it.
You got to play it like it's in the corner, like you're dumping and chasing in hockey. You got to make sure you trap it against the boards, knock it down, then stick a fork in it and get it to the closest infielder you can find.
Soft little tap foul, kicks off to the right, because once it goes by you,
you see exactly what happened.
Wraps around the boards, if you will, and Kerry Carpenter, you knew it was trouble.
And then, quite frankly, it would have been worse if we're in the old dimensions. Bobby Witt Jr. probably would have scored standing up because the corners were deeper then.
Yeah. 2-2 the count on Salvador Perez. 2-0 Royals. Perez swings and hits a high fly ball to right, deep but playable. Kerry Carpenter to his left will make the catch moving toward the corner. Well, that was an early indicator of what the wind might or might not do to a batted ball. The prevailing wind when we come here in the summer months is right to left, and it can really boost a ball to left field. And that's going to be the end of the day for Bert Smith. The whole idea was 3 of the first 4 batters are going to be righties no matter what for manager Mike Quadraro. And these were the 4 that AJ wanted Bert Smith to get. There are some good swings, and the Tigers are going to go to a lefty now with some lefties coming up. Tyler Holton's coming on, man out, 2 runs in. Well, the Tigers make the change down 2-0 in the first. We'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
If you have cancer, proton therapy is targeted treatment with less risk of side effects.
I'm John, and I had prostate cancer. In my opinion, for proton therapy, there's nowhere else to be. Anybody that has the opportunity to come here to participate in the proton therapy program, it's a win for them. The staff, the treatment, prognosis, your chances for survival when you walk out the door, there's nowhere else to be in my eyes.
Your best chance to beat cancer could be proton therapy. Visit McLaren.org/proton therapy.
Take me out to the ball game. Hey Tigers fans, the Michigan Lottery has something to sing about. Introducing the Detroit Tigers games, a Tigers instant ticket and 2 online games.
Buy me some Tigers games, wish me luck.
Maybe I'll win $500,000.
Enjoy your favorite pastime and a chance to strike it rich.
So let's root for the Tigers.
With 1, 2, 3 ways to play. The new Detroit Tigers games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
He brings the lefty Tyler Holton out of the bullpen. He takes strike 1. Now a sinker sinks low. This is where A.J. Hinch brought Tyler Holton into the game late yesterday. Lots of lefties and a switch hitter yesterday that was weaker from the right side. Tyler Holton had a 1-2-3 inning. The 1-1 ground ball. Are you kidding me? Down the third baseline. Riley Green over to field it. Pasquantino heading to third. Throw will be cut off by McGonigal. Another double. We've had a ground ball double to right that turned into a home run when it was misplayed by Kerry Carpenter. Now a ground ball from a lefty down the third baseline. So 2 hitters going opposite way, tucking balls inside the line for doubles. You'll see that a couple times in a month. We've seen it twice in 4 batters. Caglione, lefty, swings and fouls it back to the screen.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, especially off the bat of the lefty. Little inside-out swing by Jensen there, and he just gets it between the line and Colt Keith at third base.
Left side of the infield in tight, right side of the infield back about 4 steps. The strike 1, sinker misses the mark from Tyler Holton. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caglione's bat has started to heat up. Really struggled last year when he debuted. It was 250 plate appearances. It's better numbers this year. The 1-1 ground ball to second base. Sliding backhanded stop by McKinstry. I would think Mark Quatraro is going to have a difficult decision to make because it just doesn't feel like he can continue to put this guy, this valuable piece of this Royals lineup in that cleanup spot. He's hitting 195 with no power, no walks, and it's a struggle.
Yeah, I agree with you, Danny. The problem is, what do you do? Caglione's not pulling up any trees right now. Pasquantino's not pulling up any trees in the 3 spot in front of him.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. He just swung and missed at a slider that bounced. Let's talk about Ty Madden. After we pause for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. First pitch splitter down and away to Carter Jensen. Be keeping an eye on these lefties. Ty Madden, as you described, it's a 5-pitch mix, and if he throws in a curveball, which he did once in his last appearance, it's 6 pitches. Let's call it 5. Strike to make it 1-1 on the lefty, Jensen. But that cutter, Bobby, was a real weapon.
Yeah.
Last time out, cutter on the back door just misses to Carter Jensen, and you would think that's going to be a big pitch against the lefties. We're heading into part of the lineup with a whole bunch of lefties for the next 5 batters. 2-1. Cutter misses high and tight. 3-1.
And then you see what he tries to do with it. He did a nice job against Boston, is throwing that cutter, 2 left-handed hitters, both arm side and glove side, starting it just off the plate away from those guys and cutting it back on, then throwing it on the plate in and cutting it off. Very effective with that.
3-1. Cutter again, but this was a little bit low, so he missed with 3 straight. Carter Jensen came in hitting .217, big debut in 60 at-bats last year. .217 with modest power. Local product who still just 22 years old. Upside, ability to hit for average and for power. Jack Caglione takes a first pitch cutter, so he's throwing that cutter every pitch right now. Last 5 pitches have been cutters. Rogers setting up away the 1-0, swinging a foul out of play. Fastball was a tick under 94 average fastball last time out. Missed all of last year and just thrilled to be healthy, and now back on a major league mound, a rotator cuff strain. Kept him out all last year. Cutter misses up and away, so it's not quite the same sharp pitch, at least in these 2 at-bats that we saw in that outing against Boston.
There's got to be some inconsistency that we're going to have to expect out of him. I mean, only a second time out there after a whole year off, or not off, injured.
2-1. Ground ball and a base hit into right field. Got between Torkelson and McKinstry. Up with the ball, Perez. The throw will go to second base. McGonigal let it go all the way through to third. I thought he was going to cut it off, but easily over to third goes Carter Jensen. Caglione with a single to right, and it's runners at the corners with 1 out here in the 4th.
Yeah, we talked about Caglione's inability to hit plus fastball. That was only 92, and it was in the middle of the plate. And he could do something with that one. You can still go upstairs if you got a little bit more fastball. But he got an account where he's looking for a fastball, and he's able to cover that ball to right field.
That brings up Lane Thomas. First pitch, sinker misses away. Command is a little bit off at the moment for Ty Madden. 2-0 Kansas City. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 4th inning is brought to you by Wallside Windows, local and family owned, celebrating 82 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows. 1-0, big miss in. So now he's fallen behind Jensen 3-1. Caglione 2-1. Lane Thomas now 2-0. St. Louis to Washington to Cleveland to Kansas City for this righty. 2-0, swing and a miss. Sinker in at 93.
A little bit better fastball right there. We've seen some 2s on the 4-seamer, some 91s on the 2-seamer. That sinking 2-seam sinking fastball right there is 93. Good action on it too.
Comes in hitting .220 in his 85 at-bats. 2-1. Sinker for a strike right at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. His superpower so far this year, he's drawn a ton of walks. 85 plate appearances, 16 walks. 14 strikeouts, no power. Can Madden get the ground ball? 2-2, high and tight. Got to throw him a strike. He will not expand the strike zone, obviously. This becomes a big pitch. Tigers down 2-0. The offense has been quiet. Have to find a way to limit the damage here in the 4th inning. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Already 2-0 KC. Madden sets. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball. Man, he just challenged him.
Good pitch right there from Ty Madden. Top of the zone, 93-mile-an-hour fastball. I take that back. That was belt middle. He got away with one right there.
Yeah, he did.
You got to call it what it is sometimes. That was a heater right down the middle, and Lane Thomas swung right through it. Thought he was going to try to maybe get him that cutter away, get a ground ball short. Double play ball. But
you're right. He missed an opportunity there. Today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, the official healthcare provider of the Detroit Tigers radio network. That brings up the lefty, Michael Massey. He takes a cutter, finds the mark for a called strike one. Massey had a big hit in the game last night, a double that started a 2-run uprising off Kyle Finnegan in the 8th inning. He's had a tough year at the plate. Quick flip over to first. Caglione had about a half-step lead. Just kind of leaned back onto the base. Massey comes in hitting .220, swinging a high fly ball right center. That one's deep. That one's trouble and gone. Wow. 2-out, 3-run home run, just his 3rd of the year. That is a big blow. 5-0 Kansas City.
And it was a cutter. Jake Rogers wanted that cutter backdoor off the plate and let it break back on. It started on the plate and broke middle. Michael Massey got the barrel out and got it over the wall in right center field.
He's really, that cutter just has not been the weapon that it was last time out.
No.
He's missed the mark with it. Many have caught the middle of the plate. Man. Isbell takes a strike. Now splitter away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kyle Isbell's having a very good year at the plate. Nice guy to have in the number 9 slot. Hasn't been very productive as a hitter. At 29, he'll probably cool off a little bit, but he's shown this ability on his way to the major leagues. Ability to hit for average with some extra base power. Fastball up is fouled out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pretty aggressive hitter. Got some pop. And if you get anything out of a center fielder who is as good defensively as he is, that's kind of a bonus.
He's going to be a 2 or 3 WAR player by himself, or just on the defensive prowess alone.
1-2. Splitter outside. 5-0 Kansas City. We're in the 4th. Working middle of the rubber. Madden into his motion. Splitter just dives off the plate away. Game-winning hit last night, left on left. Kyle Isbell got jammed, but squeezed one by a diving Kevin McGonigal to score the winning run. Ground ball foul down the first base line here on a 3-2. Grant Herter really looked good. He was most frustrated that he gave up the double to Nick Lofton, the batter before, with 2 outs and the bases empty in a 3-3 game in the bottom of the 9th. Setting up the game-winning hit by Isbell. 3-2, ground ball up the middle. McGonigal will field the knee-high bounce just to the right of second. Flip it over to Torkelson. Heavy damage. 2-out, 3-run home run. Tigers have some work to do. Need to get the offense going. Ahead of the 5th inning. 5-0 Kansas City.
Little Caesars 4-in-1 Sticks is perfect for sharing.
Did someone say Sharon? That's my name.
Thanks for sharing, Sharon, but I said sharing is in sharing 4-in-1 Sticks. 16 sticks with bacon, pepperoni, jalapeno, and cheese, all with dippable crazy sauce for only $7.99.
That's perfect for sharing.
It's Little Caesars 4-in-1 Sticks for only $7.99.
Pizza.
Plus tax where applicable. Available at participating locations for a limited time. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
If your last exam ended with a lollipop, it's time for a checkup. Candy and stickers were fun back then, but adult checkups are serious business. Routine visits in your 30s, 40s, and 50s can help catch small issues before they turn into big ones, such as high blood pressure, cholesterol changes, or early signs of diabetes. Take charge of your wellness and enjoy peace of mind by scheduling an appointment with your provider. Don't have a primary care provider? Find one at mclaren.org/primary care.
One call to the Mike Morse Law Firm gets you access to justice. And for many, that's justice after a car or truck crash. But that's not all we do. We handle every type of personal injury case, from police brutality, slip and fall, birth trauma, wrongful death, dog fights, and many more. If you've been wronged, it's our goal to make it right. We have the resources and staff to get you the justice you deserve. Who you hire matters. 855-MIKE-WINS.
Northville Lumber is Michigan's Trex decking leader in the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. NorthvilleLumber.com.
Wenzel Perez leads off for the Tigers. First pitch, he tries to bunt down the third base line, bunts it foul. Again, came into the game as a defensive replacement for Kerry Carpenter in the bottom of the third. And again, we would assume that is because Kerry Carpenter was not 100% fly ball to left field. Thomas comes in, makes the catch, soft fly ball for the first out here in the fifth inning. 15 batters in. Michael Wacha has given up one hit. That was not a hit. Softly hit infield ground ball that has to be fielded. Ordinary effort, yes. If you play it into a bad hop, that doesn't count as a bad hop. Torkelson takes ball one. No other hard contact. 4 strikeouts. And Michael Massey working with the 5-0 lead. That's dangerous. Torque 1-0. Line drive, the gap in left center field. That one's going to drop for a base hit and get all the way to the wall. Torque around first. He'll cruise into second. He's had some good swings in these 2 games. Tigers need to just start chipping away. 1 out double here in the fifth inning. Fifth inning is brought to you by Figer Law.
Yeah, good swing by Torque right there. Got something he could handle in the middle of the plate. Split that gap in left center. Another good at bat, like you said. And this is, like you said, Dan, that's one. Okay, now we got to string another one together. Zach McKinstry's got to do a good job, find a way to put another at bat together. And that's all you can do right now. Can't worry about the scoreboard. Handle the at bat. Win the at bat that's in front of you right now.
Left side of the infield shifts to the right. Bobby Witt Jr. right up the middle against McKinstry. Breaking ball bounces right by McKinstry's left foot and then kicks off of Jensen to his right. Torque ends up on third. That is a wild pitch. Curveball, just a little bit too much bite. Ball one on Zach McKinstry. 1 out, man at third. Zach came in hitting 196. Bat hasn't gotten going yet. Great consistency because of a terrific line drive rate last year. Change up away. Every reason to believe he can, with a high line drive rate. Certainly there was going to be a drop off because it was a career year. The 2-0 in the dirt, smothered by Jensen, who does not so far get high marks for his blocking abilities. But Zach McKinstry, Bobby, if he's a 700 OPS guy, he was kind of at 620, 630, jumped to 770. Somewhere in between, with all the position flexibility he gives A.J. Hinch, still a really valuable player. 3-0, fastball outside, he walked him. Tigers with a couple men on.
No, Dan, I completely agree with you. And 700 OPS, he's going to get enough at-bats. That's, league average OPS is right around 720. Okay, fine. So by definition, you're saying he's a below-average player offensively. Mm-hmm. But the versatility and the flexibility he brings to A.J. Hinch and literally putting Zach, you can put him anywhere, and if you had to, you probably could catch him if you needed to. That's what elevates him to another level and makes him more important for this particular team the way they're put together.
And there's no better base runner. He's one of the best base runners in baseball.
Yes.
Doesn't have the most speed, but he takes the extra base more than anybody since the beginning of 2024. Jake Rogers swings at the first pitch from Michael Wacha, pops it up into shallow right field, and we're talking really shallow right field. No chance for Torque to score. The throw comes all the way through from about 100 feet behind the infield. Dirt in the crowd cheers. They're like, yay. Show us that arm.
Torque made a little false break down there at third base, knowing full well he wasn't going anywhere. Caglione said, I'm going to make sure you better not.
I like that, though. Make him make a throw.
I do, too. He threw a strike right on the line.
What if he wanted to show off his arm and he hits the backstop because he could?
About 180 feet on a line. Woof. That was a hose right there.
Kevin McGonigal is grounded out to first. Deep fly ball to right. Good swing last time up. Trying to deliver a big 2-out hit. First pitch changeup. Challenged by the catcher Carter Jensen. It was right there at the top of the strike zone. You'll hear the crowd reaction. Not a very big reaction. If I'm going to say listen to the crowd reaction, it's got to be a little bit more than that.
They didn't follow directions, Dan.
There should be a little bigger cheer. So it was a strike.
Do you know who he is? Come on, gang. Let's go. Clean it up.
First and third, 2 outs. Tigers down 5-0. The strike one. Change up on the outside edge. No balls and 2 strikes. McGonigal's average has dropped down to 293, but he is hitting 293 with more walks than strikeouts. Solid extra base power. Continuing to put together good at-bats. The 0-2. Hit him. Man. He got hit in the hand earlier this year. He doesn't have protection on that elbow. Did it hit him on the left arm?
I think it caught him on the inside of that left forearm.
Watch the replay. High and yeah. So it was a cutter that was coming up and in. He turned, checking his swing, and hit him. Yeah. You're exactly right. Inside of the left forearm. So that'll leave a mark. Loads the bases, and now you need a big hit from Matt Vierling. Down 5-0. Tigers trying to get back into this game. Just a single to score 2, making it a 3-run game is a huge difference. Matt has grounded out twice. He's seen 4 pitches and 2 at-bats. First pitch, changeup, misses high and tight. This is the 3rd trip through the order for Michael Wacha. It was a problem area for him last year. So far this year, not a ton of at-bats. He has been at his best. 3rd trip through the lineup. The 1-0. Fastball, sinker, perfect pitch.
He wanted to start that just off the plate to his glove side, that first base side, away from Matt Vierling. He did, and ran it right back over the edge. Throw it again, let it run back over the middle.
The 1-1. Soft ground ball to short. Bobby Witt Jr. fields a knee-high bounce, flips it to Pasquantino to get Vierling by a step. Tigers load him up. Can't get anybody home. Vierling bounces out for the 3rd time tonight. We go to the bottom of the Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Spring is back, Tigers fans, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the hardest working grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 17th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 17th. We'll see you there.
Your car deserves more than a quick rinse. At Clean Express Auto Wash, official car wash of the Detroit Tigers, we built something better. 14 brand new state-of-the-art locations designed specifically for Detroit roads. Whatever the season throws at your car, we'll handle it. Wash Smart Unlimited starting at $20 a month. No stress, no hassle, just a clean you can trust. Experience the difference. Find a location near you at cleanexpresswash.com.
For every Tigers home run, Ashley, the official furniture and mattress provider of the Detroit Tigers, donates up to $500 to nonprofits supporting Michigan kids. Go Tigers!
Instant replay brought to you every game by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. Ty Madden, first pitch fastball in the dirt, facing top of the order. Michael Garcia leading off, always in that leadoff spot. Boy, he's turned himself into quite the player. Breakthrough year last year, just 25 years old. Another fastball in the dirt at 91. 2-0 on Garcia. At 230, little power in 2024. Fastball strike to make it 2-1. Then last year, and he just killed Tigers pitching. He always has.
Right.
At 286 with power, stole bases, played terrific defense. And he became a 6-WAR player in his third year in the major leagues. The 3-1 fastball away. He's got plate discipline. We've seen him very aggressive, but that's what the good ones do.
Yeah.
They're aggressive on pitches they can do something on, and he's done something on some pitches the last few days early in the count. And then they can also work an at-bat if you're not going to throw him a strike.
And Dan, he's becoming complete. Not only that, 23, 37, 23 stolen bases. The year he stole 37, got thrown out twice.
Again, he's just 26 years old. Bobby Witt Jr., sinker up, swing and a miss. You pair him with this guy. Start to his career has been pretty impressive, debuting at 22. Bobby Witt Jr. still just 26 years old and swinging a tap foul. He's still shy of his 26th birthday. Inside the park home run. We don't have the budget to bring the research department on the road. So we'll drop you a little hint that there is somebody in this booth who puts on another hat, one of his many hats, and did a little research. Bobby Witt Jr.'s trip around the bases was electrifying. The 0-2. Cutter low and away. Bobby, you got the numbers.
14.13 from home to home, but also 30.4 on the sprint speed, feet per second.
And that is right at the very top.
That's blazing, gang.
We'll flip over to first. There were 5 players who were at 30 feet per second sprint speed last year. 5 in all of Major League Baseball. Last time I looked a couple of weeks ago, there were just 2. I think Bobby Witt's now joined that group.
Oh, yeah.
With his sprint around the bases today. The 1-2 away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5-0 Kansas City. We're in the 5th.
I think the word from downstairs on Kerry Carpenter is under evaluation after exiting tonight's game with left shoulder soreness. Perhaps when he banged into the wall there.
If he did. I was watching the ball, not him. We've talked about it. Swinging a pop-up, shallow right field. McKinstry out, Wynn pushing it. He'll make the catch about 20 feet under the outfield grass, moving toward the right field line. Bobby Witt Jr. pops out. That's a big out for Ty Madden. We have seen players get hurt right where he was trying to field that ball.
Yeah.
And I did not see, but chances are maybe he jammed his shoulder into the wall as he went for it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and in fairness, we talked about you have to just smother it against the wall and kind of play it like it's a puck in the corner. He did that, and maybe he just did himself a little too aggressively there.
Pasquantino takes a strike. So again, the foul territory just shrinks. Picture a long, thin triangle, and the point of that triangle is at the right field foul pole. Ground ball foul. Oh, and it hit.
Oh, man.
first base coach.
That's my guy, Damon Hollins, down there.
Damon Hollins couldn't get out of the way. That was a shot. He was watching, but it just bounced up and hit him in the right leg.
Come on, D. You got to move your feet faster than that, my guy. He's down there in his nice Jordans that color coordinate with the powder blues, but they look good, but they weren't moving fast enough. I'm going to have to get my guy. I'm going to have to get after my guy. There will be a text in his inbox afterwards.
The 0-2 fastball in at 92. This is not the same lively fastball that we saw from Ty Madden against the Red Sox. He's been 91, 92 with the occasional 93. But finishing that thought on foul territory, there's no other foul territory that ends like that at a point. Garcia takes off, throw down to second base, and they got him. Perfect throw from Jake Rogers to Kevin McGonigal. Absolutely perfect. 2-2 the count on Pasquantino. Garcia cut down attempting to steal.
Yeah, tremendous job by Jake Rogers. What Jake Rogers lacks in arm strength, and it's a good arm. It's not as good as Dylan Dingler, but that exchange is so quick. He gets it in his glove hand, and he puts it right on the bag. McGonigal just had to catch it and then let Michael Garcia tag himself out. Clinic right there.
Clinic is right. Madden into his motion, the 2-2, swing and a miss. Cutter sails up and away, and he gets Pasquantino on strikes. A walk, a pop out, caught stealing, and then a strikeout. Good inning for Ty Madden, bouncing back after the 3-run fourth. We head to the sixth inning, lead after 5 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Ford is here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you value what we value. Now offering employee pricing. American value for American value for American values. Go to Ford.com or your local Ford dealer for more information.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein. Get the Bernstein advantage and get respect.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, that's what Bernstein means to me.
Cole Keith takes a changeup low. 3-4-5 hitters. Keith, Green, Dingler against Michael Wacha. (1-0). Cutter, outer edge for a called strike. Cole Keith has struck out twice in this game. Wacha has dominated through 5. A little trouble last inning. Gave up a double. Walked a batter, hit a batter, but stranded 3. Getting Vierling to bounce out with the bases loaded, and Keith pops it up. Garcia comes in from third to make the catch on the grass to the left of the mound. 1 up, 1 down, 6th inning. Michael Wacha averaging better than 6 innings a start. This is what he does against the Tigers. They got to him for 4 runs the last time they saw him. That was in late August of last year. Previous 5 starts, he'd been dynamite, averaging over 6 innings a start. 2 runs or fewer in each one of those 5 games going back to 2024. Riley Green takes a pitch outside. 5-0 Kansas City. The 1-0. Cutter away. Jensen gets pretty good marks for his framing, ability to present the pitches. Home plate umpire Gabe Morales tonight. The 2-0. Fastball high and away. Riley has struck out and popped out. Came in hitting .309. Most years now a league batting average at .240. You don't even have 10 hitters, the top 10 in hitting. Usually that 8, 9, and 10 guy is not even hitting .300.
Wow.
Riley Green took a pitch outside. It was challenged by Jensen, and Jensen was incorrect. Riley Green has drawn a walk. KC has lost one challenge. Riley Green hitting .309. Cole Keith hitting .320. As you were saying earlier, Bobby, call me old-fashioned, but I still like batting as average. And believe me, the Tiger hitting coaches do too.
Yes.
Soft tapper out to the mound off the bat of Dylan Dingler. Fielded by Waka. Flips it to Pasquantino. Dylan Dingler bounces out to the pitcher Waka. Down to second goes Riley Green.
And Dan, that's what he's done all game. It's been weak contact. There's been roll-over ground balls to the corners, soft contact to shortstop and second base, pop-ups, soft fly balls, and then little tappers like that. This is vintage Walker right here.
Yes, it is.
Only 4 strikeouts, all on 2 on changeups, 2 on 2-seam fastballs, but a ton of weak contact.
Throwing strikes. Cutter to Wenzel Perez. Again, Kerry Carpenter leaving the game. The sore left shoulder. The strike one. On the inside corner for a called strike 2. So again, it's just a difficult spot. Never really finished that thought on how foul territory shrinks down to a sharp little point at the foul pole. But it is a very tricky spot, and we've seen players injured going after balls there in right field and in left. And that's what happened. It looked like to Carpenter. Said you kind of have to throw your body at it. Well, he tried.
Yeah, he did.
He tried. It just got by him. Hopefully, just a sore shoulder that he can rebound from after a day or two. Don't need any more on the IL. 0-2 is up and away. Isn't there a limit to how many you can have on the? I mean, just like, no, can't. Just can't put another guy in. Kerry, you're going to have to heal. It's crazy. 1-2, change up away. 5-0 Kansas City in the 6th. Waka's pitch count is low. Pitch counts are brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. He's at 80 right now in the 6th inning. If he gets this out quickly, Wenzel Perez, that's a low pitch count through 6. He'll likely come out for another. 2-2. Got him. Changeup was up. Wenzel Perez takes 5th strikeout. Ends the 6th for Michael Waka. We're the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-0 Kansas City. This is the home.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, hello, summer. Ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them. It's time to take a bite out of summer and fire up the grill, America, because, oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
Since 1927, Gallagher has been serving the communities where we live and work. We partner with businesses of every size to provide insurance, risk management, and benefit solutions that prepare them for what's next. Whether you are on Main Street or across the globe, we're ready to help you take on any challenge. As a proud partner of the Detroit Tigers, we bring that same commitment to Detroit and all of Michigan. Dedicated to partnering with you to face the future with confidence. Learn more at ajg.com. Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and people strategy partner.
Your summer starts here in the all-new, all-hybrid Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now through June 1st, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 26 RAV4. Or lease a well-equipped RAV4 LE for just $299 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
If you need orthopedic care, McLaren's expert team can help you move better and feel better. Get the care you deserve at McLaren.org.
Sixth inning is brought to you by the Jack Demmer Automotive Group. Go in and experience the Demmer difference. Strikeout updates brought to you by Carbliss, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Perez struck out on a slider in the dirt when he faced Ty Madden back in the fourth. He takes the first pitch breaking ball for a called strike one. The strike one. Swinging a foul goes off the mask of Gabe Morales. No balls and 2 strikes. Two runs in the first inning on an inside the park home run for Bobby Witt Jr. Right-handed batter, tucked it inside first base, hit it hard, swinging a foul to the screen. I don't think you want to leave that one there. Slider hung a little bit.
No.
Middle of the plate. Salvador Perez missed it. We haven't seen him miss many of those through the years. The 0-2, ground ball fouled on the third base line. It's just a steady diet of sliders from this righty to Salvador Perez. Open stance, holds the hands low below the right shoulder, swings, pops it foul out of play, splitter down. Sun now just shining on the beautiful fountains that go from right to left. Swing and a miss. Cutter, best one he's thrown tonight, wipes out Perez. This is a gorgeous ballpark. 1970s were not the best time for ballpark architecture.
You mean
way too many cookie cutter, right?
You mean round,
closed, multi-purpose
turf,
and some of the worst turf you'll ever find anywhere. Philadelphia, swinging a pop-up, fouling out of play. St. Louis, Pittsburgh,
Atlanta.
No
turf in Atlanta, but Fulton County Stadium was exactly like all of them.
This was different. It's beautiful, and you think, well, it's sitting by a freeway. How nice can it be? No, the setting is nearly perfect. The strike one. Swing a little pop up, and that will get caught by Colt Keith. Racing out of the outfield grass. I was about to say over the outstretched glove of Colt Keith, but he made a nice play. Got a good break, ball right over his head, and he hauled it in.
Nice job. Drop step right there off the bat of Jensen, tied him up inside. Colt dropped over that right shoulder and sprinted backwards. He had to extend to get it, but he did. That's a nice play right there by Colt Keith.
15 years ago, the Royals spent $250 million to update this ballpark, and they did, and they did a great job. They kept the character of the ballpark. Kind of like what Fenway did with the seats on the Green Monster. They added seats out by the fountains, which is the distinguishing feature in this ballpark. And it added a lot. Those are the most popular seats now in this ballpark. The fountains are absolutely gorgeous. No other ballpark has them, from left field to right field. So, of course, after you've made this really nice ballpark even better with $250 million in spending, it's time for a new ballpark. And that's what the Royals are hoping to get. Half cut on a 2-0 down and in. A $1.9 billion, let's just round it up, $2 billion ballpark. They're still paying off the bonds from the $250 million renovation. But they feel the need to move. The 2-1, swinging a foul. You are not going to do much better than what they have right here.
It's certainly a nice yard. It really is. They did a great job with the renovations, as you described. Very fan-friendly, very player-friendly. The guys like the way it's set up down underneath as well.
in the dirt. Layout is simple and easy to navigate, and that's not true in all ballparks.
There's some mazes around here in the big leagues.
The windup in the 3-2, swing and a miss. Good slider down. And a 1-2-3 inning for Ty Madden, who's now faced the minimum 6 batters last 2 innings. We played 6 in Tigers. They've got a 5-0 lead as we head to the 7th on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Hi, Tigers fans. It's Dan Dickerson. Over a 162-game season, you can count on special players to step up in the biggest moments. That's the textbook definition of dependability. For 87 years, Michiganders have counted on Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan to stand behind us during life's biggest moments. Babies being born, broken bones being repaired, times when we need care that improves the quality and length of life. Blue Cross pays more than $100 million every day for the care of millions of us, doing their work in partnership with doctors and hospitals, providing health insurance in every zip code in all 83 Michigan counties. Blue Cross makes sure that we get the care we need wherever and whenever we need it, thanks to their nationwide network of 2 million participating care providers. Standing behind us every day for 87 years. When you can rely on a company to be there for you again and again, that's dependability. That's Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Learn more about their work at mibluedaily.com.
Is your game plan to buy or refi a home this year? Your winning play starts with a local mortgage broker. You'll get expert guidance from someone who knows your area and could save you thousands of dollars. So take the win. Go to mortgagematchup.com and put in your zip code to match with a home loan expert in your neighborhood. Powered by United Wholesale Mortgage, LLC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 3038. Licensed in all 50 states and the District of Columbia.
Hey, baseball fans, Mike Valena here. If you're looking for a great trip to plan, go do something fun, how about Vegas? The D.com, the something fun, how about Vegas? The D.com, the D Las Vegas. It's your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Waka pitching into the 7th inning with ease. Spencer Torkelson swings and pops it up to right field. First pitch, Caglione in, makes the catch. Double last time up, pop out on the first pitch. 82 pitches for Michael Waka. Check some scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studio scoreboard, brought to you by Meyer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. The Philadelphia Phillies dug themselves a pretty big hole trying to get back to the 500 mark. Lost to Colorado yesterday. 7-3 lead today. That game's in the 8th inning. Zach McKinstry takes a strike. Cardinals, Padres 1-1 in the 5th inning in San Diego. Padres 2 behind the Dodgers. Swinging a foul to the screen, who, well, I mean, the Dodgers are 24-14, but I think they're just kind of in cruise control.
That's what they do.
And then they'll turn it on a little bit later. I mean, 24-14, that's okay, but they should really be about 35 and, what, 3?
Probably.
Ground ball to short, charging, backhanding. Bobby Witt Jr. will fire over to first to get Zach McKinstry. San Diego's been making that a race all year. Everybody else below 500 in the National League West. Yankees 2-0 over Milwaukee after losing last night to the Brewers. 2-0. They've got the lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. Milwaukee 5.5 back of the Chicago Cubs, who have won 10 straight. Had won 10 straight going into play today.
Sorry.
My partner's got me. We're used to be a shooting gallery here until they raised the netting, and that ball was coming back my way. I was looking at the scoreboard on my laptop. Thank you, Bobby.
I got you, partner. Listen, when I got this gig 4 years ago, I got one directive: protect Dan Dickerson at all costs.
The 1-1 strike. We got one back here. There's a couple of, they've been patched up, which is really disappointing, but the wall behind us had about 4 marks, and one of them was one that came screaming right.
I caught one 2 years ago, remember?
Right here?
Yeah.
And they raised the netting, so it's not as much fun. It's not as much of a shooting gallery. Swinging a pop-up foul third base side. Off the bat of Jake Rogers. Michael Garcia makes the catch on a 1-2. Rogers pops out. And this is as easy of 7 innings that we have seen by an opposing starting pitcher. 7th inning stretch time in Kansas City, brought to you by DTE. Score energy savings this season. Manage your energy bill when you visit DTEenergy.com/save energy. 5-0 Royals at the stretch. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
It's natural to have questions about what's next, from a diagnosis you never expected or a treatment plan that feels complicated and short on options. But you always have a choice to believe your path forward should have clarity and confidence with access to pioneering therapies and the latest clinical trials. Cancer is everything we do, and we do it all right here in Michigan. At Carmanis, you can get a second opinion appointment within 7 days. Call us at 1-800-CARMANIS.
Hit a home run this season on your next Ford vehicle lease or purchase at Varsity Ford in Ann Arbor. Proud to be family owned and operated for over 44 years. Varsity Ford never strikes out, getting you the best deal. Our professional sales team is like no other, and we treat every customer like an MVP. Varsity Ford treats every customer like an MVP. Varsity Ford is driven by family and built on tradition. No matter if it's the first inning or the bottom of the ninth, Varsity Ford is here to the last pitch. I'm Joe Stanford, making deals today, every day, and best of all on Saturdays too. Only at Varsity Ford.
Bell's Brewery has a treat for you. Bell's Flyover. It's our new easy drinking light lager beer. Enjoy a flyover today.
Lane Thomas takes a strike to start the bottom of the 7th inning. Now swings and misses at a fastball. That's how Ty Madden got him out. First time up, fastball that was really middle. On a 3-2 pitch. Thomas 0 for 2 today, the 0-2. Swinging a fly ball right center field deep. Going back, Wenzel Perez tracking in. He'll make a fine running catch onto the warning track in right center.
Yeah, good job right there by Wenzel Perez. Guy off the ball. That ball was hit hard off the bat of Thomas. But Wenzel did a nice job of tracking that ball down in the gap just as he was entering onto the warning track.
Time to check some scores from the 1-800-CALL SAM Studios scoreboard. Brought to you by Meyer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Michael Massey takes a breaking ball that doesn't do anything but float up and away. Told you that the Cubs had a 10-game winning streak going into play today, and the Cubs trailing 5-0 in Texas. Now in the bottom of the 5th inning, a high pop-up to center field. Matt Vierling 2 steps to his left, makes the catch. Massey flies out. 2 up and 2 down. White Sox 4-1 over Seattle. That game's in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Tigers started the day 2.5 games behind Cleveland, tied with Kansas City at 18-21. White Sox just a half game behind. So if those two scores hold, the Tigers will fall behind the Chicago White Sox into 4th in the American League Central. Knuckle curve down and in. 7th inning is brought to you by Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Snethkamp Automotive Family celebrating 100 years in 4 great Michigan locations. Vlad Guerrero Jr. has not been hitting home runs this year. Toronto 14-1 over the Angels, but it's just a reminder that, you know what? He's a good hitter. He's hitting .317. He's got 2 home runs. As we talk about guys like Colt Keith, who doesn't have a home run yet, but really should have 2. But do you think they still like having Vlad as a big part of their lineup?
Oh, yeah.
I think so, probably. He's hit .317, .290, and .323 the last 2 years. He's not going to be that 48 home run guy. Line drive caught by Ty Madden. How about that? Finished his delivery, falling off to the first base side. That ball was smoked, and it landed in his glove just perfectly. Great reaction, though. Kyle Isbell lines out. Another 1-2-3 inning for top inning. It's 5-0 Kansas City on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica Bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at Comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
America's favorite place to watch sports just got even better. It's Stadium Swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Sports fans, you can catch all the action from all your favorite sports at a viewing experience built for the ultimate sports fan. Relax in one of the 6 pools on 3 levels. Perfect views of the massive big screen, just like the front row seat at the ballpark. Located at Circa Resort and Casino in downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street. Stadium Swim. Book your spot today at CircaLasVegas.com. That's CircaLasVegas.com.
It's baseball season, and you know what that means. It's Faygo time. Nothing beats an ice-cold Faygo. Faygo, the one true pop. Faygo is the one true pop. Faygo is a proud sponsor of Detroit Tigers Radio.
Pitcher for the Kansas City Royals is Matt Strahm, a lefty. Pitching change brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. McGonigal, Vierling, Keith, lefty, righty, lefty, and pretty good chance we'll see Jahmai Jones for Colt Keith. Tigers need to put some pressure on Royals pitchers. Michael Wacha, not as dominating as 7 innings as we've seen this year in terms of stuff, Bobby, but yeah, that was 7 dominant innings because he gave up no hard contact.
I don't have a single blue dot except for the Spencer Corcoran double.
So that's dominating in a different way.
And that's what pitchers with experience and enough stuff left and a whole bunch of know-how can do to you.
2-1, swinging a line drive into left. That's going to drop for a base hit on a 2-1. Kevin McGonigal drops a single into left field, reaches again for the second time. He had 2 walks in the game yesterday. Still getting on base at a rather prolific clip. Vierling has grabbed Vierling's at the plate. Hyu Lee has grabbed a bat. He'll pinch hit for Colt Keith. Strahm works extreme third base out of the rubber. Vierling swings at a fastball 91 and fouls it back to the screen. Hardest working player brought to every game by Carhartt. Proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball. The hardworking people who make it possible. Ty Madden has had just that one big mistake. And he's giving the Tigers inning. If he comes back out for one more, it'll be 6 innings of pretty darn solid work. Talk about Kader Montero today. A strike to Matt Vierling, 0-2. Right now, Kader Montero is arguably the MVP of this team.
Yes.
With the starts that he is making, the consistency that he has shown in those starts, Vierling takes a strike, 1-2. At a time when the Tigers have lost 3 of their starting pitchers, including a guy named Skubal. Kader Montero came up for Justin Verlander after he made just the 1 start, and he's been just outstanding. The 1-2. High and tight. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think we're watching him grow up. You know, we talked about it his last start prior to the one yesterday. You get to a point where you're tired of being the up-down guy.
Yeah.
And you want to establish yourself in the major leagues. Talked about the experience he had last year in the playoffs, WBC this year, meaningful innings when it was when it was hot. I mean, those are pressure-filled situations. And he's taken that experience and run with it and said, I'm going to be here to stay. I'm going to find a way in this rotation. And because of the injury, he's getting a longer runway, more opportunity.
Changeup misses up and away. Strom, long time with Philadelphia, traded to Kansas City in the offseason. So far, this is his 15th appearance. 13 2/3. He's given up 5 runs on 10 hits, so a 3.30 ERA. Walk rate around 4, highest of his career, at least since his early years. Swinging a foul to the screen with a strikeout rate right at a strikeout an inning so far. Valuable arm for Philadelphia from the left side for the last 3 years. 180 and 270 ERAs the last 2 years with low walks and high strikeouts. Tough to hit. Time called at home plate. Eighth inning is brought to you by Varsity Ford. Visit Varsity Ford in Ann Arbor. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Lefty shuts down righties and lefties. Righties have had the edge so far this year in their 33 at-bats. The 3-2. Swinging a pop-up. Will it be playable? Coming over past Quintino. He's going to try to reach over that railing, but he just couldn't get there. Into the Kansas City dugout. Matt Vierling still has life. Last 2 years, right-handed batters against this lefty. You don't stick around these days when there's no longer a need for that loogie, the left-handed one-out guy, unless you can get out righties. In the last 2 years, righties have hit 130 and 190 with no power against Matt Strom. Not a big, hard thrower. He's been around. He's a veteran. Knows how to get outs. McGonigal at first. Vierling waiting on a 3-2. On the way. Swing and a miss. Slider in the dirt.
And that's how he does it. That slider changeup combination. Being able to get that fastball in to right-handed hitters and then use either the slider to put guys away or the changeup. That time it was the slider. And it was always interesting to see which of those guys were going to stick around. And Matt Strom really has found a way to do so.
Brian Sweeney out to the mound because of the pinch hitter Hyu Lee. Just a quick conversation. I think we've seen this more this year. Maybe it's been the last couple of years, Bobby. We talked about it, but it is interesting. Every time there's a pinch hitter, the pitching coach comes out. Versus it used to just maybe be the catcher.
Yeah.
Who would go out, all right, remember how we're going to pitch this guy. Now pitching coaches come out almost every time there's a pinch hitter in the late innings. Swinging a high fly ball to right field, and Caglione, a couple of steps to his left, settles under it, makes the catch. We're going to go halfway to second, retreats to first. Lee pinch hitting for Colt Keith. Routine fly ball to right. 2 outs for Riley Green. Every Tigers home run this year is a Little Caesars Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or pizza portal pickup. 5-0 Kansas City in the 8th. This copyrighted broadcast presented by Authority. The Detroit Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers. Slider hangs high. Tigers have had as many as 2 base runners on in the same inning once. Torkelson double, McKinstry walk, McGonigal hit by a pitch in the 5th. Loaded the bases with 2 outs. Matt Vierling bounced out against Michael Wacha to end that threat. Green hits a fly ball deep to the gap in right center field, and that ball is going to be out of the reach of Caglione, diving for it. McGonigal around third. He will score. Riley Green checks into second. Deep double to the right center field gap, and the Tigers get on the board. Now trailing 5-1.
Yeah, nice effort there by Caglione. Way into that right center field gap. They actually play Riley Green a little bit opposite field, which is a little bit odd, given as many home runs as he's hit both sides and the many extra base hits. You would think Isbell would have tracked that down, but he was standing in the left center field gap. Caglione dives for it. Riley Green delivers again with a RBI double.
Brings up Dylan Dingler. 0 for 7 in the 2 games. He's the DH tonight. First pitch slider strike. Let's pause for station identification on the Detroit Tigers radio network. Massey at second, keeping an eye on Riley Green, the strike one. Swing and a foul. Boy, they have pitched Dylan Dingler tough. He has been off balance. It feels like he's fighting right from the first pitch of every at-bat going back to yesterday.
Well, that's what happens when you have the kind of year he put together last year. Just line drives all over the place. Over 270, damage, good hitter.
The 0-2 from Strom, swinging a high fly ball, right field, fairly deep. But Caglione turned completely around and then turned back and realized this was a routine play that he could make the catch on, and does. RBI double with 2 outs for Riley Green. Gets the Tigers on the board. 5-1 is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Hi, Matt Garco here from Bill Brown Ford in Livonia. Ford's employee pricing event is here, and right now everyone can get the kind of pricing usually reserved for Ford employees. But where you buy matters. At Bill Brown Ford, you get more than just a great deal. You get one of the largest Ford inventories around and a team that helps you find every available option. A simple, customer-first experience from start to finish. No runaround, no guessing, just real people working to make your Ford purchase easy. Shop the Ford employee pricing event today at Michigan's #1 Ford dealer, Bill Brown Ford.
#1 Ford dealer is based on Ford's new total retail sales reports for 2025.
No matter what your sport, you win with energy efficiency tips from DTE. DTE's online interactive home can help you find tools, tips, and programs to lower your energy bill. Our Insight app gives you real-time information to make changes to reduce your usage. And our rebates put real money back into your pocket. So check out DTEenergy.com/home and you'll... Savings, that is. DTE.
In the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Got any markdowns on brakes?
We mark Duralast brake pads down to free.
Free Duralast brake pads?
When you buy 2 rotors.
Can I get Duralast Gold pads for free?
With 2 Duralast Gold rotors, and there's a lifetime warranty on brake pads.
That's a huge markdown for like so many miles.
Save on brakes and more during Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein. Get the Bernstein advantage and get respect.
R-E-S-P-C-T, that's what Bernstein means to me. To me.
1 out with a strong finish, and that would be a plus for Ty Madden. He has retired. Well, he's faced a minimum 10 batters since giving up a home run. Line drive caught by the new third baseman, Ayu Lee. Amazing. How often we see that. Just into the game. Makes a fine play.
That thing will find you. That was a good swing there. The bat of Michael Garcia. But sure enough, that white rat will find you when you come in the game. It found Ayu Lee, and he was up to the test.
Ayu Lee's made some really nice plays at third. Keep thinking of that one. I want to say it was Young. It was Young in the Texas series. 107 off the bat. He's about 10 feet behind the bag, and he just stuck his nose in there.
Yeah.
And just picked, and it really was an in-between hop. It was phenomenal. The 1-0 in the dirt. Bobby Witt Jr. at the plate. Ty Madden came in the third inning.
No, it's counterintuitive on those. Those balls that hit real hard like that, but those in-between hops, you got to make sure you get as close to the short hop as you can.
Yeah.
And you're right. He stuck his nose in there and made the play.
Cutter backs up a called strike. Bert Smith started. The whole idea was he's been so tough on righties, and he just couldn't get the key batters out in the first inning. Line drive down the left field line, hooking foul down the left field line. 2-2 on Bobby Witt Jr. Smith gave up a double, second pitch of the game, the inside the park home run for Bobby Witt Jr. It was a sharp ground ball down the right field line. They got by Kerry Carpenter at the wall in the corner, wrapped around the wall. Bobby Witt Jr. circled the bases, just literally flying. We're not sure that he touched ground between second and third. My goodness. And that kind of set the tone for this game. Holton did a good job coming in, getting the outs in the first and second, and then Ty Madden really has been a pretty good start. Ground ball to short, scooped off his shoe toss by McGonigal. Knew he had to get rid of it in a hurry. Fine pick at first by Spencer Torkelson. Good play all around, because if Bobby Witt Jr. hits a ground ball softly, you know you've got to go.
Yeah, you better hurry. He better hurry. McGonigal almost walked himself into a tough hop. Realized he was going to, stopped quickly, but then knew he had to get rid of it. But Torque picks him up with the backhand pick at first base.
Pasquantino bounces it foul, so Ty Madden, who gave up a walk, a single, and then a 2-out, 3-run home run to Michael Massey in the fourth. If he can get this out right here, this is a strong finish for Ty Madden. He'll end up going 3 runs on 2 hits. Ground ball to first, and he will. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Hopper to Torkelson, over to the bag, tags it with his left foot. What a great job by Ty Madden. Faces the minimum 12, bat 11 in order from the 5th inning through the 8th. We head to the 9th inning. It's still Royals on top 5-1 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
That first year in your new home matters. With preferred pricing, Redfin and Rocket Mortgage make the path to your next home easier. When you buy with a Redfin agent and finance through Rocket Mortgage, you can lower your interest rate by 1% for 1 year, or choose up to $6,000 in closing credits. See how it works at rocketmortgage.com or call 800-4ROCKET. Additional terms apply. Not a commitment to lend. Rocket Mortgage LLC, licensed in all 50 states. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience can mean the difference between getting everything you deserve or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Mornings are tough. At Bigby, we know our coffee and other delicious drinks are a great way to get ready to face the day. But you're listening to the radio, and we can't serve coffee on the radio, but we can serve affirmations. That PowerPoint won't know what hit it. Great lane change. Oh, look at that fit. Feeling great yet? Come visit Bigby, and we'll make it even better with a signature latte. Bigby makes it better.
With ER Online Check-In at McLaren, the waiting room can be your living room. The waiting room can be your living room. View wait times and reserve your spot at mclaren.org/ER.
Today's game brought to you in part by Corewell Health, reminding you together we can overcome any obstacle, fight any battle. Fresh off the injured list, Steven Cruz takes the mound here in the 9th inning, projecting a 5-1 lead. Perez, Torkelson, McKinstry, the first 3 to face him. Big righty, 6'7", 225-pound righty, 4th year with Kansas City. Fastball away. He's never really logged many innings until last year. 46 innings of work, a 3.70 ERA. High walks, low strikeouts. The 1-1. Perez swings, fouls it out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, big fastball from Steven Cruz. 97 miles an hour on the 4-seamer. Slider, cutter to go with it. More than likely, you're going to get a heater from Cruz. 55% of his offerings are fastballs.
1-2. Slider in the dirt. So the big arm, not a ton of swing and miss, at least not last year. 69 innings total in his career, again over parts of 4 seasons. 2-2, ground ball to second base. Massey knee-high bounce, gathers it up. Easy toss to Pasquantino on the 2-2. And so Perez bounces out, 1 out in the 9th inning, and we've seen a lot of that today. Balls on the ground, routine fly balls. Michael Wacha set the tone, his 4th start of 7 innings or more. 7 innings, no runs on 2 hits, 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. Torkelson takes a strike. Final line for Ty Madden, because he was kind of the starter tonight. He had an opener for him. But he pitched 6 innings. It's brought to you by Figer Law. 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. It was good, Bobby.
It was good, and the best thing about it for me, Dan.
The strike 1 to Tort. Slider backs up, ball 1.
There's a couple clicks off his fastball. Clearly it didn't have that crispness. And again, we talked about this is his second outing in over a year. I mean, he missed all of last year, but the best part for me was the fact that that signature cutter that he had against Boston, he did not have that tonight, but he figured it out.
Ground ball foul, 1-2.
Integrated that splitter a little bit more. He did some more things, and he induced some weak contact and got some swing and miss on some other pitches, including the slider and that, like I said before, that split finger. So when you zoom out from the final line, he gave up the 3-run homer, but he did some good things that he'll be able to use and build on.
Slider strike, backed up. Torque takes it for a called 3rd strike. That's a great point because the cutter was such a weapon last time.
Yeah.
Didn't have it, figured it out. Fastball velocity was down quite a bit, and that's 6 impressive innings.
It's a good job.
Big crowd on their feet here in Kansas City. 9th inning today brought to you by Comerica Bank. If you want to elevate your small business's game, visit Comerica.com/succeed to learn how. Zach McKinstry, last hope for the Tigers. Fastball 98. Outer 3rd, strike 1. The strike 1 from Cruz, swinging a foul down the 3rd base line, well back. And Tigers down to their last strike. Another night game tomorrow. Tigers for the 2nd straight week playing on Sunday Night Baseball. The 0-2. Fastball up and away. Royals are challenging. They're not going to win. They're not going to be close. That would have been our first challenge to end a game.
Yeah.
The 1-2. Strike 3 called. Zach McKinstry will challenge. He is correct.
I don't know if
that's the first time we've seen that.
I don't know if Zach had full conviction on that. I think he figured that was the last opportunity. You can't take him home with you. Give it a rip, and he was right.
2-2. Swinging line drive, foul down the right field line. Oh, that would have been perfect if he had doubled into the right field corner.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's proof that we will never see a game end on a called 3rd strike as long as there is a challenge left. Never again.
Maybe. You might be right.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Royals make it 2 straight over the Tigers. Absolutely dominant pitching performances for Kansas City, led by Michael Wacha's 7 innings. Bobby Witt's electrifying tour around the bases in the first set the tone for the night. Our final score, Royals take the first 2 in this 3-game weekend series with a 5-1 win.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra, with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, where power meets precision in a truck that leads where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. We are professional grade. Michigan residents get $1,000 lease cash on a 2026 Sierra Light Duty Elevation Crew Cab with a Turbo Max engine. And now, well-qualified GM employees, the current eligible GMC lease, use it during GMC Truck Month to get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for $199 per month with 4019 due at signing. That's $199 per month with 4019 due at signing. Must be a current lessee of a 2021 model year or newer Buick or GMC vehicle to new vehicle sale. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Mileage charge of 25 cents a mile over 20,000 miles. At participating dealers only. Residency restrictions apply. Visit gmcofferinfo.com for details.
Spring is back, Tigers fans, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As a proud partner of the hardest working grounds crew, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass, built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Germac Peanuts, the official peanut of the Detroit Tigers and a Detroit tradition since 1924, can be purchased at Germac.com as well as their Eastern Market location, along with other fine retailers across Michigan.